Hello everybody, welcome back to Makeup and Beauty Talks with Marta. My name is Marta and I am here for today's video to just go through this makeup look, and together in the video we are gonna review the new palette from Hourglass. Is one of the two palettes that they launched this year, and this is the Lighting Edit Universe Unlocked. Later in the video you will see we are gonna swatch, we are gonna look at how we apply the different powders. This is the one that is more on the dark side, and yeah, I decided this year to go with this one also because I didn't have any of the powders. So as I told also in the video, there are 5 powders, there are 5 powders, of which 2 are old re-release, while the 2 blushes plus the strobe lighting is a new release. Again, about this powder also is all made in Italy, and it retail for 86 euros. And I just watched it because I have everything writing down on Cult Beauty. However, I got it from Space NK last week. There was a little bit of a saving, so I think I spent 63 pounds, and that is 73 euros instead of the 86 euros. So you know, it was a good discount in that case. We're gonna review also how and what we think about this palette. Again, I hope you will enjoy the video, and I talk to you just in a little bit. Let's jump into our video. So we're gonna do first the base, and then we are gonna get all into the new Hourglass palette, as I said before. So this is, of the 2 that they launched this year, this is the darker one. So I'm gonna show you now. These are the colors. I really like these colors, but as you could see, I didn't even touch it. It was so difficult for me because I got it in my mail. I got it like 2 days ago, and I was like, no, Marta, you have to wait. Let's do our review. Let's do our review slash first impression, actually. So we start with the base. For the base today, I want to go with the It Cosmetics. I hope you can see. The It Cosmetic CC Your Skin But Better CC Plus is full coverage. As you see today, I have really bad reaction. I went through kind of a peeling, and I will talk with about that later, maybe in another video if you are interested. But today my skin didn't like it that much, so we are gonna try to cover it. I'm gonna have 2 pumps of the It Cosmetic CC. Even though it's called a CC, is not actually a CC cream, is an actual pure foundation, I want to say. So I just start with a little bit, starting from the center of my face and moving towards the edges. As you see, like already you see that is covering my redness, and we will see if it's gonna be able actually to really cover it by the end of the application. Gonna go with a little bit more. I like to apply this anyway with the beauty blender, in this case with my sponge. It is something I find it, I don't know, I find it easier to apply foundation with the sponge, unless the foundation is really liquid, or unless, so if it's really liquid, I'm gonna go with a brush. If it's really how to say, sheer foundation, like something like a BB cream or something like that. So I'm gonna just use my hands, and I will just put it in my face, just using my hands. Now, as you see, I am bringing it down on my neck. Do not forget the part here that is actually behind your ears, the ears as well. Just gonna use it all, the last part of my forehead, and looking good, I have to say, looking good. I forgot to tell you actually which I'm using. I am using the medium tan, the color. So that's for the first part of the foundation. I'm gonna go now with these. I have got actually in my last order from Space NK, sorry, Space NK, I have got this new concealer from Rose Inc. Now this, I never tried anything from this brand, so I'm really looking forward to try this one. And I'm gonna start just with a little bit, and I'm gonna go with my mini beauty blender and blending it under eye and bringing it a little bit on the side of the eye. This is what is gonna help you to create that kind of lifting effect, where actually we really need, right? At least me. I really need. I don't know if I told you, I am in my 40s, so yeah, definitely is needed. So I'm gonna bring it a little bit up here, and because I think I use it even too much. Now I want to say, you will see sometimes that I just pointing my eyes on my left because I have my big mirror, so I'm trying to look as much as possible at the camera. But if you see me kind of looking on the side, that's the reason. Okay, so this is that base. I think it looks good actually. It looks good. I'm gonna scooch a little bit closer. It looks good. Now I want to say something. I want to say I don't have any big lighting at the moment for doing my videos. So what you see, it's basically what I normally see when I normally do my makeup with no video in. So as much as I use a good light, you see basically everything here. So this is very much like, I think this is very much real life. So how the makeup, it's for everyone. And this is basically my goal with my videos. What I'm gonna do before I don't want to get into powder straight away. I'm gonna go first with the pencil, the Anastasia Beverly Hills one for my brows. So the browies, and this color is the dark brown. So I first, actually what I do, I like to brush my eyebrows downwards, okay, like so, and I go with the pencil to fill the spaces and where I want to have a little bit more of fullness. I have to say something that I know I don't need that much, so you will never see me using 1,000 products for eyebrows, because I have to say I feel lucky enough with my eyebrows. So that's it, and they survived the 90s. That's also really good. And everyone was plugging them off. I didn't do it. And that's it. So I still have it. Okay, so let's go into the second one. There. Now, this one, this brow is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's really good. It's really easy to use. It's super fine, the line. It's gonna be really easy for everyone. I also love a lot, like I really like a lot, the one from Dior. And I finished the previous one was that I was always using it. It was from Dior. And this one is the one that I'm using at the moment. Then I'm gonna go through the setting with the 24-hour brow setter from Benefit. This one is just a like clear one, but I found that you really need to be careful with how much you are using it. So it's just a little bit. And I usually go through almost like on the opposite side of the hair to give that kind of messy look that I really like. That's gonna be okay. Last step that I usually do, I go back with the little brush from the Anastasia Brow Wiz just to remove if there is any excess and to put on place everything as a last step. Okay, brows are done. What we are gonna do now, we are gonna review. So this is why I leave the concealer setting. I go back on the concealer on my under eye with my beauty blender again to review if anything needs to be blended. And trust me, I washed this so many times, but it's stained, so don't worry, it's washed. Okay, now what we are gonna do, just because we are using and we are gonna use the Hourglass palette, I'm gonna go back into one of my absolutely loved of the old Hourglass ambient lighting edit, and this was one that I really loved. As I told you, it was the lighting edit volume 3. So this was all messy and dirty, but this was released in 2017, and I can show you how much love these powders got. Can you see? Yeah, so the yellow powder here, I don't know if you can see, that's yellow, but yeah, it is. Okay, it's the one that I love to use in my under eye area. So I'm gonna use the Sonia G mini base, and I'm gonna pick here, always top off, and then go into your under eye, doing the same on the other side. Perfect. We can get into the Hourglass ambient lighting universe unlocked. Sorry, I need to get used to this. So this one, I know a lot of people are saying they don't like it, this color, saying this is not nice, blah blah blah. I have to say I don't dislike it. I think is okay. I mean, it's not super wow, but like this one was really nice, right? But it gets so messy, you know, like after minutes of using it, it's all the fingerprints is all over it. And also, like for example, last year I used again, like I got the ambient lighting edit mini, the sculpture unlocked, and again it was like this kind of package, and again like it's very dirty, like in a second it gets dirty. Everything is metal here, okay? It's like, it's not a click and it's basically magnetic, the closure, so it's really good, I think. But on the downside, I don't like that it doesn't stay. So it's difficult. Like if you want to use the big mirror here, it's gonna be super difficult because like you need to keep it maybe like this, you know. Let's get into this palette. If we go, and I have here all the information. So there are 5 shades, 5 powders. There is 1 finishing powder, 2 blushes, 1 bronzer, and 1 strobe highlighting. Blushes and the strobe light, they are all a new release. Now the finishing powder is the Radiant Light. The bronzer is the Radiant Bronze Light. The 2 blushes, one is the Rose Heat and the other is the Coral Flush. And then the last one is the strobe powder, Solar Strobe Light. I will do some swatches now and I will show you, hopefully. So obviously this one you cannot see really because it's the actual powder. Then let's get first into the bronzer. Now we get into the first top row of the blush. First blush, second blush, the rose, a little bit more on a flush. So the first blush, the second blush, and now, with which finger? We get into the highlighter. 1 second. And this is the highlighter. Oh, I love that one. So I guess the only thing that I have to understand is if actually the bronzer is gonna work with me. Okay? And now let's look at that together. Let's get first into our finishing powder. Finishing powder, we are gonna go with the Master Face from Sonia G. It's actually big enough to work. And I'm gonna just go all over my face with that. Yeah. Oh, guys, if you hear some strange noise, it's just my chair. That's leather seat, and sometimes it makes noises, but it's not me. I promise, it's not me. Okay, so what we are gonna move now into the bronzer. For the bronzer, I'm gonna use the Sonia G Soft Cheek brush. Again, here. It's pretty, but it's really soft, I think. As a bronzer, I don't think this is gonna be a bronzer for someone with medium to dark complexion. You know what I mean? Like, you barely, like, yes, I can see that it's there, but it's not creating any, you know, any wow or any payoff, even in my complexion that is not super dark. I mean, I'm just medium. I want to say I even light medium. I'm not, when I am brown, like when I'm tan, yes, I'm gonna get into more dark, but that's it. What do you think, guys? I want to ask you, like, feel free to comment to add any comment, any suggestion. What do you think about this palette in the comment below? Okay, let's move into the blushes. Now I want to get first into the Rose Hit, so the more dark blush. So, and again, I'm gonna use a Sonia G, in this case the classic face. Oops, there is one air coming off. Okay, here. Okay, this is for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is too much. Sorry. So in this case, if you know already that you get too much product, use the back of your hand to taking a little bit off. Now let's get into these. I'm gonna place and go. Okay. Okay. I think it's a nice flush. I really like this. So for sure, I think this is gonna work also on darker skin complexion. Now let's get into the other one that is a little bit, okay, that is a little bit more pinky. The one that is called, sorry, it's called the Coral Flush. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Sonia G Mini Cheek, and let's apply these on our cheek apples and this one as well. All right, so I think on the camera is showing even too much. When that is happening, you can, or when you went a little bit too much heavy with your hand, you can just adjust with the sponge or with the brush that you use for your foundation, and it's gonna be helping to diffuse the color. We are gonna apply the illuminating powder, so let's get into that. Oh wow, that's lovely. Okay, yeah, I like it. So sorry, again, like I'm using the Sonia G Worker Fan. Can you see? That's beautiful. This is really nice. Okay, we like that. Let's go even on the bridge of our nose, on the just point of the nose, not too much. Let's not do any Rudolph-like situation, and the Cupid bow as well. I wanna get you a little bit closer so that you can see. Okay? Now we move and we just go with what I want to try. I want to try to get a little bit of just how to say shadow on my eye. So I want to try to use the bronzer shade to get just into the socket of my eyes, just to get a little bit of contouring basically on my eyes. So I'm gonna go with these eyeshadow brush. This is the Blender Pro from Sonia G. Lovely fluffy brush, is gonna work perfectly. And we are gonna go just into the socket of our eyelid, just to create that depth and to create that shadow. this is gonna be perfect for the days that you don't want to get into an eyeshadow palette, you don't want to get into something that is too much. You're just, you know, you're just gonna go really easy, and you can easily use your bronzer. We are gonna go just a little bit more into to create a little bit more depth there and here. Okay. And if you want to give to your eyelid a little bit of that shimmery you know, part, you can just go with your finger on the strobe light powder and just go all over your eyelid, really, and it's just perfect. It's just done. Basically, you have done your eyeshadow look, and you can go back if there is any harsh line. That's done. Perfect. So what we do now, I will just apply mascara off camera and I will come back. So mascara is done. I will get you a little bit closer just to see. Okay, so mascara is done. Face is basically almost finished. Okay, we are gonna apply now something on our lips. I am thinking to go with the Charlotte Tilbury lip cheat. And my favorite, one of my favorite actually, lipstick. I really love all the lipstick from Lisa Eldridge, and in this case we're gonna use the Velvet Fawn. It's very much of a perfect nude, a little bit more on the beige side. It's gonna be just the perfect nude, perfect everyday lipstick. Okay, what we're gonna do now, we just put some setting spray. I'm gonna show you the same trick that I did show you last time. This is something that I found on the TikTok. It showed basically to apply the setting spray to your sponge, whether it is a beauty blender or whatever is the sponge that you love, and then apply to your face. I'm gonna do it on the side just because I don't want to get everything super wet. I'm gonna start to apply in the center of my face and then going all over. Okay, and that's done. So guys, what do you think? Just to go back a little bit on the palette, I think in general I loved the finishing powder. So I love the finishing powder. I really enjoy both the blushes. I think they are beautiful. I enjoy a lot this highlighter. I am not sure about the bronzer. I am not even sure if I can see. It is very subtle. It's I almost thinking that I can use this one like a blush, you know, like one of those blushes that will complement with an actual bronzer. So for example, if I show you the other bronzer, so the bronzer from last year, from the Sculpture Unlocked mini edit, I'm gonna do the swatches and also the bronzer from the very old one, from the lighting edit, the volume 3, and I'm gonna put, that's the second, and the last one, it would be the bronzer from this year palette. Okay, so I really hope you can see. This is the first one from the edit, mini edit. This is from the 2017 and this is from this year. Let me put down a little bit. Okay, like this, you can see much better. I'm gonna go back with my normal light. Hello, I'm here. Okay. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I am not sure about it. I think I need to play with it a little bit more. Maybe I want to see even outside how it's looking. How do I feel about it? Sometimes those colors are not there. I don't know. I don't know how they thinking that this bronzer is gonna work with medium to dark skin. Like, guys, what are we doing here? So that's my final thoughts. What do you think about this makeup? This is supposed to be easy and quick to do. Let me know in the comment. Also, guys, just think, if you have been enjoying today's video, please thumbs up the video, put a comment, let me know what you're thinking, and also subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate. I really love to read what you are thinking as well. That's it for today. See you soon. Ciao.